You know, I'll bet I've seen, at least 1,000,000 Christmases come and go. Yes, sir. And I've been blessed with some mighty fine celebrations. Some of them have been really exciting, and some have been a little strange. I remember one year some kids in our church actually thought they had lost Christmas. That one was exciting and strange. You see, I was working at our church at the time, doing odd jobs, and sort of a handyman, you might say. I was getting the church building ready for the annual Christmas pageant. It was always the biggest event of the year. Of course, that meant a few extra chores for me. Well, first I put together the stable that I always set in the middle of the stage. Then I fixed the wobbly leg on the manger and filled the manger with plenty of fresh hay. There was the star to hang, the spotlights and microphones to set. Finally, it was all done. So I sat back for a minute and looked at this Bethlehem that I had created. And then it hit me. Something was missing. One very important thing.
Guys, come quick. Slow down, Bethany. What's the matter? The baby, he's gone.
Baby, what baby?
The baby in the manger. You gotta come help find him.
You're gonna have to be more specific. We don't understand.
Just slow down and tell us what happened.
Well, I was at the church to practice my part for the Christmas play, and I overheard Mr. Morgan say that baby Jesus has disappeared. He's lost.
Do you mean the baby that lays in the manger scene?
Yes, that's the one.
Why, that figurine was donated to our church many years ago. It's more than an antique, it's a tradition. Hey guys, we can sit in the church library and decide our strategy. Oh, excuse us, Miss Mary, we didn't know you were in here. We didn't realize these were regular church library hours.
Actually, I'm just finally understanding a little bit. Mary helps you to lead us from novel to non-fiction.
Baby Jesus is gone.
She means the traditional porcelain Christ child figurine is missing.
Oh, good. Yes, I heard.
And you're not upset about it?
Not especially. But Miss Mary, it's the baby that makes Christmas real. I should hope not.
Isn't this a priceless antique?
Not at the least. Well, that priceless antique, as we call it, is not even an original. It's a copy.
But doesn't it hold some traditional holiday significance?
Give it time. I'm gonna be late for the flower show. I can keep on with this meeting while cooking other things.
I don't care what Miss Marion says. The baby is priceless meat, and I say we keep looking until we find him.
Okay. Everybody think, if you were baby Jesus, where would you be right now?
In Bethlehem. Where else?
Don't try to be funny, we have to be serious. We're never going to find that plastic baby.
Porcelain. Fine porcelain. Imported, fine, factory-made porcelain.
Okay, plastic porcelain. What's the difference?
I believe the difference comes about $612.56, allowing, of course, for inflation and taxes and...
Well, the fact is that it didn't get up and walk off by itself.
Why not? I have a doll call by herself.
Bethany, this wasn't a wind-up toy.
You don't have to wind up my doll either. She runs on 24 AA batteries.
What she is trying to say is that the figurine in question is an inanimate object, which means it cannot get up and walk away by itself.
Oh.
Everybody's looked everywhere, and they can think of in the building, and baby Jesus is nowhere to be found.
Which of course means only one thing.
What's that?
The baby was stolen.
You won't believe what I just heard.
Somebody stole the baby.
Imagine that, I'll spread the word.
Somebody stole the baby.
I think it was an awful thing.
Somebody stole the baby.
I think I'll go and call the cops.
Somebody stole the baby. Stop.
This is the church. It's my beat. Lots of people worship here. Most of them good. When there's a crime, that's when I come in. My name's Thursday, Joe Thursday. I carry a badge.
The story you're about to hear is true, more or less. The names have been changed for no apparent reason.
It was December 17th, 3:30 p.m. My partner Frank and I completed the Persian triplet case. Booked them on a 593 impersonating wise men. Call came in on 319, City Ordinance 11, theft of a Christmas tradition. 3:40 p.m., my partner Frank and I compiled a list of suspects and went out on the street to investigate.
Hard enough, but I'd like to ask you some questions.
What did he say?
He means, do you know anything about the stolen crash child?
Yeah, well, we were out for our morning walk. We love a brisk walk after breakfast, don't you? Kind of the old blood flowing.
Yes, ma'am.
Just the facts, ma'am.
Well, there we were, cruising along, when all of a sudden, something jumped out the bushes, zoomed past us, and nearly knocked me down.
I thought she was gonna fall. I had to catch her.
Can you identify this person?
He means, what did you see?
See? Oh, we didn't see anything. We ripped up such a sweat walking. Our blindfold was fogged up.
That happens when you get older.
Yes, ma'am.
Hope you catch that for me, son.
Excuse us, gentlemen. We'd like to ask you some questions.
Do you know anything?
He means, do you know anything about the stolen crash child?
Some were saying it was a church handyman. And some were saying it was a New Life church across the street. Oh, do any of y'all know anything about the missing Christ child?
And what do you say?
Young men, could you help me? I want to the car show, something terrible happened. No, we're getting somewhere. Can you give us a description?
Yes, ma'am, the thief.
Steve, I had another thing. I was on my way to flash and I lost my keys out of the car.
It may have been the grocery boy.
Somebody stole the baby.
It could be my cousin Floyd.
Somebody stole the baby.
Or was the thief the garbage bin?
Somebody stole the baby.
I still suspect Miss Marion.
Somebody stole the baby.
Perhaps it was the other cop.
Somebody stole the baby. Stop.
4:15 p.m., Frank and I got back to the station to file a report. We had turned up zilch. Someone named Christy said she knew I'd stolen the Christ child, so we should meet her at the suspect's address to investigate.
Well, I have never been so embarrassed in my entire life.
Yeah, it was a first for me too, Christy. First time I've ever seen you speechless.
You're as sure as I was that the new kid next door stole the baby.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you was.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you was. Let's not fight. We all jumped to conclusion. It was a logical mistake to suspect.
Yeah, how are we supposed to know that the new kid next door was in bed for 2 weeks with the chickenpox?
I still say he looks suspicious.
He looked kind of polka dotted to me.
The most embarrassing part was when the police showed up.
Okay, so baby Jesus wasn't stolen.
Then obviously the infant was lost.
My mom says nothing was ever really lost, just misplaced.
Hey, I've got an idea. Let's try an ad in the newspaper.
What for?
We'll offer a reward to anyone with recovery of the missing Christ child.
Where are we going to get reward money?
We'll all chip in. Everybody in their pocket.
You guys, I'd just say that this is a little over $5.
I'm afraid this isn't much of a reward.
Well, got any more bright ideas?
I forgot that I spent my allowance at the arcade.
Yeah, and I bought some new batteries for my doll. I have an idea.
Does it run on batteries?
No, but maybe if we wish really hard.
Okay, I wish we were back in Bethlehem.
Why?
Well, the shepherds and wise men didn't have any trouble finding the baby.
Why don't we just pretend we're following them?
You have to admit that the shepherds and wise men had some pretty good clues where to find the baby. Angels came out of the sky.
And the star. Don't forget about the star.
Little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie. Above thy deep and dreamless sleep, the silent stars go by. Yes,
little one. Of course, we could possibly have it before the pageant.
I hear they're planning to use a substitute, a cheap imitation.
Is nothing sacred? Well, I guess I guess the show must go on.
I guess so.
We listen as we're starting to sound like adults.
Oh, yuck.
But don't you remember nothing's ever really lost just misplaced. The baby has to sit here somewhere.
Are you suggesting that we extend the search on our own?
Ginger, a cherished possession, a Christmas tradition is missing. It's our duty to find it.
Of course. The Christ child is the very essence of the Christmas celebration.
Things got a little crazy. The antique doll was missing, and a few people were thinking the Christmas spirit was gone. The kids wanted to get in the church and to look again. It seemed real important to them. Said it didn't seem like Christmas to them without Jesus.
I don't know what you kids are hoping to find in that closet. We already looked there.
We're gonna find baby Jesus.
Yeah, it's not Christmas without the real baby.
Oh, really? We've had Christmases around here long before porcelain babies and pageants.
Oh, really?
Yeah. All right. One's to the office. One's to the fellowship hall. That's my house key.
Did you find it?
Well, hang on a minute. That truck I stole a few years ago, that brings back some memories.
What was it like?
Huh? What was what like?
What was Christmas like before?
Before?
Yes, before the fancy manger scenes and the porcelain babies came along.
Oh, it was plain and simple, but oh, it was wonderful. We didn't need a fancy porcelain baby. We didn't need a manger scene or a pageant or spotlights or sound systems.
Sounds boring.
Not really. Same Savior then as now. The decorations and all, they're just symbols of the real thing. Besides, it's not how you celebrate, but who you celebrate. Here's that key. Here you go, guys.
It's not how you celebrate, but who you celebrate.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
How could one little closet hold so much stuff?
Do you think baby Jesus got married under all this?
Well, that's a definite possibility.
Hey, here's one more Christmas decoration.
Open it and see what's inside.
There he is.
Oh, can you believe it? Baby Jesus thrown in a box, like in common, ordinary decoration. And look at his swaddling clothes. They're all wrinkled. It's simply outrageous.
Baby Jesus, I won't let them put you in that old box again, I promise.
But that's not the real baby Jesus.
Of course it is.
Sure it is, I've known him anywhere.
This is just a decoration, a symbol. And we've been searching for a symbol this whole time instead of celebrating the real Christ. When we thought we had lost an antique decoration, we thought we had lost Christmas itself.
That's true.
But baby Jesus can be lost, or misplaced, or packed away in a box somewhere. Not if he's in our hearts. That's where the real celebration happens anyway.
Like the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Like the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
It was an exciting Christmas. We all learned a valuable lesson. In the middle of our celebration, our traditions, we cannot forget the real reason for it all, and that is Jesus. The pageant was really special that year. The kids had a certain glow about them, like they were actually reliving that night in Bethlehem. Their excitement, their spirit, sort of rubbed off on all of us. You know, we've kept some of our traditions and some have given way to others, but because of what we discovered that year, the person of Jesus Christ has remained the center of our Christmases. And we are careful not to let any man-made tradition replace it.
Amen.
And everybody said amen.
Amen. Thank you, Heather.
Well, at this time, we would like to ask all the cast and any children that are in the seats to come forward and help us sing one last song.